So I want y'all to understand what's going on right now. I'm watching the George Floyd trial on my laptop and on my television. And it is so interesting. I want you to just pay attention to this one thing that they're looking at right now. They're trying to get and argue the testimony of one guy who was in the car with George Floyd, who was with him probably for some parts of the day that led up to the incident with the police where George Floyd died. Does he have he's evoking his Fifth Amendment right to not testify because he would incriminate himself on virtually every question they would ask him. And the defendants have already said the list of questions they would ask him, and virtually most all of them related to something that would incriminate that witness. So now we have a catch-22 because now they're arguing, can he be given blanket immunity for his testimony? What kind of case law? Because we live in we use Commonwealth law. What is the historical context for doing this? What have we done in the past? And at the same time on the television, you have a woman who is with the Minneapolis police, and they're examining her about the training that they received about force and how to use force. And supposedly they've had training on de-escalation, but ain't nobody seen that. I want you to pay close attention here because it occurs to me that whiteness is really on trial in a very specific way here. The whiteness is on trial. That people are saying, do we have the right to kill this? And you're seeing liberal white people, good white people on one side, medical examiners, doctors, the doctor who attended to George Floyd for the half hour that he was in the hospital. They had that guy on yesterday. And the defendants for, Overseer Derek Chauvin keeps saying, what do they know? Because another subcontext here is how many of these good white people can they get to testify who are experts, who've been not only through the same training as Derek, but even in the trainings with him as they were going through them, or even gave Derek, Officer Chauvin, the training. They're arguing how many of those people, this was the judge said, how many of those people can give their opinion? Now, ain't they experts? Aren't they relevant? Isn't their opinion on the job and as professional practitioners, including those who are embedded in the police to train and to practice this stuff on a daily basis in the field? Aren't all those people experts? And if all of them are saying, hey, this man went over the line, the judge has to balance the defendant's right for the jury not to hear that because they believe that that will sway him, and of course it would. But they're giving their professional opinion. And I say that this is a trial of white America because this is not a damnation of white people. This is a damnation of America's original sin. And can we finally say, no, it is not okay to stamp out Black lives? Can America, with all those founding documents of freedom, liberty, justice for all, can we finally say Black lives matter?